just didn't finish well enough. Didn't finish. We had opportunities. Like most of the games in this league, save for our last two. These games usually come down to the last 4 minutes, and the team that executes best gets the best shots. Just connected defensively, finishes plays with rebounds, makes your free throws, usually wins. We didn't do any of those things well enough today to beat a good team here.
Defensively, were you guys better today, did you feel?
In some areas, yeah. We weren't good enough in some really key moments, though. You know, the layup with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Obviously, the three Masood hits because we blow a switch. He's a guard. You just switch the ball screen and you're fine. He's gonna go to the perimeter. And then Keontae's three, similarly. I mean, he just raises. There's no action there. Key moments, and so better, but got to be good enough to win. And today we weren't good enough to win.
What did it take to get back to where you guys had been defensively?
I mean, the same thing is always taken. Great effort, great concentration, great connectivity, and we had it today in some moments. We had it today in some real spurts, and got some easy baskets because of it, but just not enough in really crunch time to ultimately overcome, a team that has the ability to make you pay when you're not as connected and when you have a breakdown and really disappointing for our seniors, especially for our alums who are back, and for our fans.
The closeouts, so on the baseline, was that just them making plays? Is that some of the things you were talking about? Looked like they were able to get some penetration, you're closing out and they drive by you and get some layups or you just kick out to somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about Noel, and obviously they put him in a lot of pick and rolls, and you got to figure out, how you're going to guard him. And obviously early, we were in drop coverage, and he made a couple deep threes, and so we adjusted to coming up and having a second defender involved a little bit longer. And so he was able to get down into the paint some and collapse the defense and kick out to some other guys. But for the most part, that didn't really bother us. It was really simpler than that. It was really, again, the three plays in my mind. Masood's three on a simple, basically guard ball screen. Johnson's three, and then the baseline out play where you make the guy go away from the basket. I mean, it's a real basic principle. You can't get back cut there and give up a layup. I mean, if he throws out to three and you challenge one and he throws it in, you live with it. But that didn't happen, obviously.
How much do you get the sense you guys are back against the wall now? How much do you?
I mean, listen, you start this league with your back against the wall. When I don't remember when it was maybe 6 weeks ago, and people were talking about the hardest remaining schedules in the country, in the top 10 or the 10 Big 12 teams, excuse me. So yeah, I mean that's what you're facing every game. So your back's always against the wall in this league because, you can play well and lose. We didn't play poorly today. I thought we played poorly last Saturday. We didn't play poorly today. We didn't play good enough to win. And so if that doesn't give you the sense of urgency you need, nothing will. And so backs have been against the wall. Obviously, they continue to be. But the truth is, because of the schedule, you still have a couple opportunities left that can move the needle for you.
I think you said at some point that everybody's desperate right now. Do you kind of invite that a little bit to that your guys maybe get a little bit more desperate over these next couple of games?
Yeah, I mean, there's no, I don't know the word right now. There's no magic bullet, right? There's no special potion we're going to rub on in the next 48 hours to get ready for another really good team. It's built differently, that you got to play differently to beat than you had to play today. And so, again, if you want to accomplish the goals to be relevant, after next week, then you got to find a way to get the job done.
After you guys went up 8 there in the second half, Kansas State scored on 6 straight possessions. What did you see in that stretch specifically from your defense?
I don't remember every possession there, but I think in that time was the plays that I mentioned earlier. And again, they got a really good team. Keontae's going to be probably in the running for Player of the Year in the league, and I'd imagine Marquise Noel, if he's not first team, it may just be because his teammate is, but he'll be second team at worst. But maybe they both will make first team all league. And they made some big plays for him. I thought we did a decent job, and the key is to try to make Marquise score more around the basket as opposed to getting his points and the assists. And the fouls helped his scoring because he's an excellent free throw shooter. Didn't throw in a bunch of shots, but you can't foul him unnecessarily. I thought his first points even, right, were because we over-engaged. And he plays it well. He's a good player, and that's what they do. But K-State made the shots they needed to make when they were open. That's what happened.
In those last 12 minutes, did you like the shots you guys were getting offensively?
Again, it's hard to say for sure right now. I can't think of all of them. I do remember, a couple wide open threes. After some inside-out penetration, fast break layup. We don't convert. I think Caleb had an opportunity to maybe dunk one. So again, without having every shot in my mind, I feel good. Feel better that we only had 11 turnovers, meaning we got shots. And I think we got them from the right guys. But I'll have to go back to confirm that with the video. But again, just sitting here right now, I don't remember any that were like, man, we just absolutely can't take that shot right now, Woody's three was wide open on a kick out. That's one I remember. John Michael, I think he spun into one. So maybe those just because of the timing. But I thought we did, for the most part, get the ball where we wanted and got the shots we wanted.
Coach, is it hard after winning 7 of 8 games to now losing 4 consecutive games to not think about making the NCAA tournament?
Is it hard to not think about not making it?
Is it
I
hard
don't
to
know if my brain works that deep, actually. Let's see, I'm trying to decipher how to even answer this. I don't know if I think that deeply, to be honest. I think what I'm focused on right now is making sure our guys understand that they're the same team that won 7 of 8. We're a little bit different from a personnel standpoint. Avery obviously was a part of starting that with us, and he's now been out for several games, though. So, and we got to have a good practice tomorrow to get ready for a really good team. The big picture stuff, if you don't take care today, it doesn't matter.
Do you talk to you guys at all? You said you just talk about the next game, or do you even talk to them about the big picture stuff, the tournament?
I mean, we certainly talk about it. I mean, it's a real thing that these guys want to accomplish, and I want for them, But the only way to do it is to take care today. We had an opportunity today to take a step forward in that regard and didn't do it. So it does us no good to talk about what may happen 2 weeks from now. If we don't get ready for Baylor, it doesn't really matter.
Anything else for Coach? All right, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.